Hey YouTube, MS Rex here doing a video for King Vegeta 2345. This is an Inzektor build. I'm just narrating it and showing the cards off. King Vegeta will walk in whenever he needs to, but just going to show off his deck. Runs three Inzektor Hornets. He lets you pop cards when he's equipped to other Inzektors. He lets you change the star level, increase your gate by 3. When we get other Inzektors in the future, this will help out a lot with synchro and exceeding. And he's just like super reliable when it comes to like making really good plays. 3 Inzektor Dragonfly. He gets things started. He just lets you get Hornet or even access Centipede later, pushing for like really good 3-star ranked monsters. We also play 3 Centipedes. He's like the only Inzektor we can't search with Sangan. But he's still really strong. You can get him pod duality. He's like a little Rhoda. Lets you access all the other Inzektors. 1 Gigamantis. He actually needs 1 more for the build, but 1 right now is all he's got, so he's got to play it. It's actually a really strong card, making your monster 2400, getting really strong plays. Making another monster 6-star, and then summoning him like properly, like with Reborn, or even, you know, getting him out by the effect of... get him out by the effect of the other Inzektors we get later. Really good. And then 2 Armageddon Knights to get the Hornet. The Hornet's really like the one you want in the graveyard, but you can also do other plays with Armageddon Knight. We run Dark Dragon, so fueling your graveyard for Darks is not bad either. And then being a 4-star is pretty good. Like you can summon Armageddon Knight, dump Hornet, mind control your opponent's Thunder King, and make it play still, like without, you know, really hurting your deck. 1 Plague Spreader. This is a really solid tuner. You can access it with Armageddon Knight, and then like putting a card on top of your deck isn't that bad if you keep searching with your Inzektors. And then if you already have like Dragonfly in hand, like you're not really ruining your future plays because you already have your normal summons for the next few turns already set up in your hand. Sangan lets you search out all the really good monsters in the deck. We still run him even though we don't have tour guides, but I mean he's always good. The Dark Dragon, like we said earlier, it's just really strong. You can change the monsters in your graveyard constantly, and I mean it's easy to just get 3 in there. BLS. There's a few light monsters we use, and then in the extra deck, he's also got Gigamantis.
And Utopia.
And Utopia. Gigamantis lets you increase the attack of all your monsters. It's really solid if you swarm and then like keep pushing with this the effect, and then OTKing like turns later. I mean, it's always a setup. You don't really have to get game that turn. 3 Bailers. It's a solid tuner as well as stopping the mirror match, and then also stopping other monsters that interrupt. Summons, I guess, like anything. I don't know.
It stops the mirror match.
Yeah.
Like it's really good against mirror match. It's really good against just about any deck now in this format. I mean, you go wind ups. It stops the Zen Mighty. You go. I mean, it has basically it stops every deck. Like everything. I mean, there's every deck has that one card that needs to activate. Yeah.
There's 1 Max C. It's in here for the next card I'm about to show you, but it's also a solid card versus windups if you don't draw Veiler. And you can search out with Sangan. If you know, like, say you bump heads with another Sangan, your opponent adds Rescue Cat or Rescue Rabbit, and then if you don't have anything strong, you can add Max C and still scare them. So it's not that bad. The next card is the Redragon. The Hornet's a 500 attack, 3-star, and then the Max C, like we said earlier, is also an option. There's other cards in here you can bring out, like Effect Veiler, Plague Spreader if you have to, but this Hornet should be in your grave most of the time. We're just trying out the Breed Dragon. If you guys don't like it or you have a better option, let us know.
Or the other option would be...
Yeah, the other option would be Gen X Ally Birdman. We're just looking for a solid tuner, basically. If you guys have one, let us know. I mean, but these are pretty good for right now. The spell cards, 3 power dualities. You don't special summon a lot, but you don't really have to half the time. You just really get board advantage, which this deck does really well. MST, even though you already have Hornets and stuff like that can handle back row, it's good to chain it on stuff. Fiendish Chain should be seeing more play, and other cards, especially in the mirror match, you can stop their plays before they send. And it's just
it also helps combo with a lot of your monsters.
Yeah.
If you go MST on one of your Hornets or your Gigamantis or whatever, you're gonna go ahead and activate that effect too.
Yeah.
So
it's just solid still. Heavy Storm, obviously. Dark Hole and Reborn.
The reason why Dark Hole is not a bad card in this deck, since everything in this deck is recyclable. I mean, you're basically 1-for-1 every card. I mean, this card doesn't neg you completely, so.
Yep. Mind Control. Mirror Match, running around. Windups are also run a lot of 3 stars. So this is really solid. Everyone uses tour guides, so I mean, you can also get tour guide out of this if you Valor it or something. It's not that bad. Like, it's still a really solid card. Lure of Darkness. Most of your monsters are dark, so you can.
It also opens up your play with Leviar because you make a lot of the 3 rank exceeds. Yeah. So I mean, it helps. I mean, if you rule with Dragonfly, you go Leviar, equip, do your shenanigans. So.
Foolish Burial. We wouldn't want to run another Armageddon Knight. We need those normal summons for better plays. So Foolish Burial is still a solid card. Getting Plague Spreader in the grave. Also putting a light in grave if you have to, and like I said, Hornet's just really good. Book of Moon, very solid card no matter what format. When we lose priority, it'll just be an amazing card. Econ, this is for like Valors and stuff like that. If you need to get effects off, like I don't know, Dark Armor, Blacklisted Soldier, you have priority on a lot of them. But I mean, like Armageddon Knight, stuff like that. If you really need to get an effect off, you can use this, and it also stops a lot of things. Like you can snatch up a good 3-star with this. If you special summon your Centipede and you want to take their Sangan, you can do that. Call the Haunted. This is actually a really good card in this deck specifically because you don't have to. Their effects don't trigger when they summon. You can just activate them once per turn. So
end phase on your opponent's turn, bring out a Dragonfly. On main phase, go activate Dragonfly, pop a card in their field.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically an MST for their card, but also too, it's gonna plus you with the monster.
I mean, you can also get back ridiculous cards. Like you can summon your Dragonfly, get out your Centipede. Summon like Effect Valor, go into Army Arm, and just somehow get a game. Like it's just really cool. You can just do that, and like I think you can call back this Gigamantis too.
Yeah, you can special him also too with Dragonfly.
Yeah, so I mean he's just really good. Just
big beat stick.
Yeah. 2 Solemn Warnings in the Solemn, just they do stuff, and I mean especially if your opponent's making really strong plays like Tour Guide or Levier or Blackluster Soldier, you just really have to stop them. Effect Valor is good, but these things really stop them, like, for sure. And then the one Fiendish Chain. Since we're not using Gores, because of Call of Haunted and other factors, like, we really think we can have board control a majority of the time, so we don't really need Gores.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we just need another good continuous trap card, and this one's, like, really solid for the mirror.
If I had another one, I would be playing it, so, I mean...
Yeah.
This card is pretty good, this format. I mean, I'm not going to knock it, but I'm not going to say it's amazing. But it's worth it. It's worth playing. It's worth seeing play. I mean, I'd rather play this than Bottomless now.
Especially if you're playing like Rabbit, like you summon this, and then they're like, all right, activate Liga, and you just like flip this. Or if they activate Doka, and you just,
Yeah.
Like this card is super solid, and the fact that it's supposed to be 2 makes it even better. I mean, if it was supposed to be 1, it'd be bad, but I mean, it's just really strong. And then, like, but the only thing it doesn't affect is like heroes like Neospatian, like Neos Alias. You can't really activate this on it unless they normal summon it, or like rabbits if they summon like Sabersaurus. But I mean, it's not really a big thing to worry about. The extra deck, like we said, Gigamantis. There's
Giga
2
Brilliant.
in here. Giga Brilliant. It says once per turn you can detach 1 XYZ material on this card. All face of monsters you currently control gain 300 attack.
It's permanent.
Yeah. Once per turn though, like the effect. Yeah.
Also, and it's a light.
Yeah, it's a light. Zen Main's just really good.
Obviously, it's just ridiculous.
2 Leviers. Like a lot of times your opponent will like Gold Sark for something really crucial, like
Wabbit.
Yeah. Or even if they like banish something, like if they make a misplay and banish something that they really shouldn't have, like you can really
even against Mirror Match. Like
yeah,
if they allure.
You can punish them really hard for just having this card out there. It's just really strong. Leviathan, just bump heads of Stardust, and then it also really strong. If you don't want to, if you feel like they have warning or something like that, or something to stop this, you can bring this out before you bring out your really crucial 3 stars. I mean, it's just a really good 3-star. And then Utopia. We would run Roach, but we don't really need that many darks, and it's just we can really handle a lot of the matchups. Arm.
You play
Valor and 3 stars.
Yeah.
So it's just really strong. The 5-star Catastor.
I mean, you don't really go into the 5-stars too much, but I mean, you do play a lot of 3-stars, and you play the one, play spreader. So
you do run Micro Reborn, so it's like you just have to run these.
Yeah.
Brio Gaia.
You play the Gaia because I mean you play a lot of 3-stars, and there's 3-star tuners out. I mean, I was playing this card for a while. That's the reason why he got put back in the extra deck, because you make so many 6-star synchros with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, now that we changed it to the debris, I'm probably gonna be putting in Orion Dragon.
Yeah, or so like
just because he's a beat stick. Yeah, either way.
Black Rose, even though we blow up a lot, it's like still need it. And then Stardust Scrap Dragon. You still need to run the Stardust Dragon, I feel. It can stop the mirror match like really strong.
It really does.
And then the Trishula. Also considering the Decisive Armor, just because agents are strong. And then there's also a lot of light monsters in the format that are just really good, like light base decks. But yeah, that's the deck. The sideboard's like currently up. Yeah, it's currently up for debate. But yeah, we're just really thinking about this card, and we're also thinking about taking out the debris. But you guys can let us know if you like debris or not, or if you.
I mean, this isn't this isn't the most amazing build. This is just the build that we find pretty consistent throughout test playing. Also, I mean, I don't own the tour guides. I just got back in the game, so as soon as I get the tour guides, the test play with that will happen. I mean, I'll probably drop one of the Armageddon Knights and try. I mean, tour guides like he was telling me, put you 2 steps ahead, 2 turns ahead of your opponent. So, I mean, you get so many more opportunities with the tour guides in this deck. I mean, you have windups that are extremely fast. What else is out there? And plants are still decent.
Plants, Rabbit.
Rabbit is your worst matchup against this deck because
and just a solid sideboard card. You guys should be like trying out Black Hornet Heaven.
Yes, especially against Rabbit.
Yeah, or like anything that exceeds or synchro summons. Like it's just a really strong card.
Good against windups.
The fact that it's a spell speed 3 is just really good.
Everybody is on one, especially on YouTube, is extremely nervous about playing windups. Everybody seems to try to get the cards. Honestly, I think this deck is just a lot faster than that deck and a little more consistent to me. But, I mean, you do have to watch out for that deck regardless because it's still a good-ass deck. Yep.
That's King Vegeta, and that's it.
All right. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, rate, and also subscribe to Headmaster X. I'll put the link on my page. Thank you.